All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome. It is that time of year again, yes, where we rank the top 10 games that I played this year. Yes, hello, Shakaso. Hello, Embry. Hello, Polysemic. Hello, Heatwaves. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is my big end of the year event. I am your host, Eat, Sleep, Complete, and folks, as you know, I play a lot of video games every year. So many, in fact, that I have a tough time ranking which ones I like the most. And the result of that is this very stream that you're watching now. Originally, starting as a Facebook post, it has now evolved into an award show of sorts where I rank the very best of the best that I played this year. And note, that is what I played, not what came out. You know, Elden Ring can't win everything. And with that out of the way, thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's get right into ranking the very best games that I played in 2022. All right, starting off the list this year. Now, hang on. Don't go anywhere. All right, listen. I know this is going to be a little bit of a hard sell, but you need to hear me out on this, all right? Cat Quest 2 comes in at number 10. So listen. I know this is a wild card. I know I usually start off with something you guys are expecting, like a walking simulator, a sad game, you know, something objectively good, but not something you'd actually play, right? Well, listen. I wasn't expecting much out of this game as well, initially. I mean, it's a game about cats going on a quest. How engaging can it be? Well, the answer, as it turns out, is very, very engaging. As I said before, it is about a couple of cats going on a quest. Actually, it's a cat and a dog. There's a whole cat and dog thing. But it's a perfect mix of classic Legend of Zelda and Final Fantasy gameplay that has meowing from the rooftops. This game is great. It knows it's a cute little game about cats, so it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it has plenty of cat-related puns as well. The gameplay loop doesn't get old. It's a little repetitive, but it stays well within its means, and it has co-op. You can play with a friend on the couch as you both explore the world together, delve into dungeons, solve puzzles, and defeat monsters. I am positively begging you all to check this one out, especially since it goes on sale for like $8 every few months. There's no reason not to. All right, next up is number 9, Forager. So, how do I even start with this one? All right, you guys have heard of clicker games, you've heard of idle games, you know, you press the button and number goes up. It's a game that plays itself so that you get to watch the numbers get bigger more and more, which, you know, I guess that kind of explanation is not entirely true for Forager. There's story elements to the game, dungeon crawling, monster slaying, puzzles, etc., but at its core, Forager satisfies the achievement hunter in me by ultimately making the core gameplay loop all about making the number go up. I played this game last year when Kingdom and I both unfortunately caught COVID, and let me tell you, I could not focus on anything for more than a few minutes, what with all the fog in my head. But, you know, Forager was just easy enough that I could still play it, and it was all I could think about for like 3 days. In short, this is a simple game that can get easily addicting and has a ton of fun mechanics that everyone should at least try. I had a great time with it, and I can easily recommend it to you. Okay, let's get this out of the way. The One Piece is real! All right, now that that's done, now that we've got the memes, what is a One Piece Pirate Warriors? Well, I'm glad you asked. In short, it is a Dynasty Warriors hack and slash game with a One Piece skin over it. And you might be thinking, wait. They made 4 of these? How is the 4th one the only one to hit your top 10? And, you know, the answer to that is simple. This is the only one that's ever been brought to Xbox. As I said before, it's Dynasty Warriors, but One Piece. Now, my love of the Mushu genre is no secret. Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Warriors Orochi, and even the odd ones like Arslan and Attack on Titan. They are all fun as heck. Now, as for this game specifically, it plays like every other standard Warriors game. You play the hero character, your attacks wipe dozens of smaller enemies off the map with every swing, you unlock more scenarios, more characters, new story progression, maybe even a game mode or two. But I have to say, they did a really good job with the story of One Piece here. The game follows each major arc of the anime and does a fantastic job explaining each story beat as you progress. And let me tell you, I think that's especially vital considering that I personally have not seen, as of writing, all 1,043 episodes and 18 full-length movies. All in all, a solid game, and I'm hoping that the fact that it was on Game Pass means that when Pirate Warriors 5 drops, I'll be able to play that too. Let's see here. I just want to remind everyone I will be answering questions and checking chat at the end of the broadcast, so if I'm ignoring you now, I apologize. I will get to your messages. Alright, number 7 this year. Okay, alright. Show of hands, raise your hand. Who here has not heard of Vampire Survivors? Raise your hand. Because how have you not heard of Vampire Survivors? It should come as no surprise, when your game is made by someone who used to make slot machines and other casino games, the addictive aspect of the game is still going to be there. But I cannot stress this enough. Vampire Survivors is not some cash grab marketing device that's used to suck all the money out of your wallet like a vampire would blood. Truth be told, I don't even know how it's as fun as it turned out to be. It's a simple game. Stay alive by any means necessary. Even attacking is automated. It's literally just stay alive. Monsters spawn all around you, and you just have to, I guess, get out of their way or kill them before they can attack you. Now, when I started this game, the hype train was in full effect for it, and considering that I don't buy into those anymore, I went in with low expectations. After about 2 days and 140 achievements later, I decided maybe the hype was worth it and added it to this list. The game is deceptively fun, as you always start out new runs, trying out new builds, hoping to get past that dreaded 30-minute mark at the end and trying to unlock the next stage or character. Vampire Survivors is on Steam, mobile, and Xbox Game Pass. The game costs about $5 otherwise, and the devs have already committed to adding more content throughout the next upcoming year and then even beyond. So please try it. Anyone who has will tell you it's a blast. Number 6 this year is Archvale. So, Archvale was one of those games that, when it came to Game Pass, I was like, oh, cool, that looks neat, I'll get to it when I do. And then I did not get to it. I played Archvale right before it left Game Pass a couple months ago, and let me tell you, that was my biggest mistake regarding the game. Archvale is as if someone had sat down and played Legend of Zelda on their Super Nintendo and said, hey, this is really good, but it's also dated. Can we bump it up to a modern video game? And then made it. Played from a top-down perspective, you're a hero tasked with saving the world, a story we've all heard a dozen times. But in this case, the premise is, that's it, that's all that's needed. You move from zone to zone, gathering resources to craft better and better gear. You fight new, challenging enemies in ever-changing environments, and ultimately you collect all of the Archstones to open a gateway and defeat the evil king of old. This isn't the tale of a game that broke the mold and stands atop all others this year. This is a game that understood the assignment and gave 120% effort to do so well that it stands out in its genre, and for that, it deserves the recognition of our 6th spot on our top 10 this evening. Number 5 on our list tonight is Astroneer. And I want to give my moderator, Jally, a quick shout-out for suggesting that we play this year after they got Game Pass. Astroneer is another game in the long line of open-world survival crafting games that come out every year, and I will start off by saying that honestly this one didn't stand out to me much until Jally had suggested that we play it. You start as an astronaut landing on an alien planet with nothing more than your multi-tool and the basic materials that you need to set up a base. Beyond that, what happens next is up to you. Now, if you've played Minecraft, the concept of this game will be very familiar. You dig up materials, craft them into usable objects, and then you can delve deeper, find other rarer materials, and the cycle repeats itself. But once you get into the game and realize that there isn't a limit to just how much you can dig and find, that's when things start to get interesting. The planet you're on has multiple alien structures, and your job is to find them, set up a battery that can siphon energy for your ultimate goal. But what is that ultimate goal, you might be asking? Well, you go to other planets, of course. Also, side note, it is entirely possible to dig up the entire planet in this game. I would never have the patience for it, but I saw someone on PC who did, and it looks weird. The planet, let me see here. Essentially, this is Minecraft in space. So, let me tell you, that's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. The game kept our attention for days on end, and to this day, we still have to go back and finish it. It's easy enough to start, complex enough to keep you invested, and very deserving of this year's list. And as for Von Lucier, my rating on Astroneer being NA out of 5 is because this is the only game on the list I have not finished. I've played a lot of it, but I have not completed it yet, and I only give ratings to games that I have completed. Alright. Number 4 this year, if anyone has been following this channel, you had to know this was coming. For anyone that has been following, you knew this was coming. Danganronpa is one of those games that I've always known was out there, but never had a chance to play. Originally exclusive to the PlayStation ecosystem, starting on PSP and then Vita and then PS4, it's now on Xbox Game Pass. It's a stylish game that lets people get heavily invested in its characters and then kills them. Danganronpa is a murder mystery at its core, with the characters being put in a tough situation where the rules are rather simple. Accept your new life in this gilded cage and live here forever, or kill one another for a chance at escape. The game features amazing characters who I myself and my chat got very invested in as we were on the edges of our seats for every twist, turn, and backflip of logic from start to finish. You play as Makoto Naegi, who must work together with their classmates to escape the prison that you find yourselves in, while fending off those very same classmates that intend to simply take the latter option of killing someone at a chance to get out. Danganronpa ended up living up to the hype that it's built up over almost a decade of existence, and I am looking forward to the series coming to Xbox in a more robust manner. Okay. Next on our list. All right. What even is this game? What is this game? Turnip Boy Commits Tax Evasion is exactly what it sounds like. You play as Turnip Boy, who is wanted for tax evasion. The game doesn't take itself seriously at all because honestly, how could it? This is a short 3 to 4 hour experience filled to the absolute brim with jokes, visual gags, and other shenanigans, making it for one of the funniest Game Pass experiences this year. The game follows Turnip Boy as he adventures around his town and the surrounding area, solving puzzles, fixing problems that the local produce people have, and of course, committing tax evasion. If you're in the mood for a silly little game that takes an afternoon to complete, this is it, folks. You really do have to see it to believe it. I can't do any justice to this game by explaining what the heck it is. And I'm very, very excited for the sequel that's launching this year, Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. So, get excited. Alright, now you all know the saying, you are what you eat. And number 2 this year on our list is Bugsnax. Bugsnax was a game that was previously exclusive to PlayStation and was the only reason that I actually wanted a PS5 early on. Well, waiting paid off because they released a DLC in the form of the Isle of Big Snacks and bundled it all together for the Xbox Game Pass release. Bugsnax starts you off as a reporter, intent on getting a scoop from a famous explorer who has discovered an island inhabited entirely by creatures made of food. This colorful cast of creatures features such ones as Shishkabug, Sweetyfly, Bunger, and of course my favorite, Scoopy Banoopy. Now I'm not kidding, that is a real name of a real character in this game. The goal is simple. Find the explorer, get the scoop, and then leave the island to report on your findings. The only problem is that the explorer you were sent to interview has gone missing, and the town that they lived in with their comrades is deserted. No pun intended. So your task becomes finding everyone and getting them to return to town. Now, along the way, you'll capture, eat, mix, match, tame all kinds of wacky and wild creatures as you run errands for the local inhabitants or get one step closer to finding that explorer that you need to interview. Made by the same folks who produced Octodad Dadliest Catch, I think it's safe to say that this dev has found their niche, and as long as they keep making fantastic game after fantastic game, I'll be there to play them all. Congrats to Bugsnax on besting all but one this year. It is certainly a feat worthy of bragging about. Now, before we move on to number one, everyone, as is tradition, we have the top 10 of the year, and then we have the worst of the year. And this year we don't have a ton. We have exactly one entry, and that is the biggest disappointment of this year. And the biggest disappointment of this year is Paparazzi. Now, I know what you're going to say. How on earth can this game be your biggest disappointment? You were stoked for this game. It's adorable, it's fun, and you'd be correct on all 3 points. I was stoked for this game. It was fun, and it was adorable. But at my core, I am an achievement hunter, and I like to think of myself as an amateur game critic as well. And I cannot, in good faith, give this game a good rating at all. I played this game on stream, and we had a fantastic time with it. I saved my game, logged off, and after stream, I went to go and finish up the game's achievement list. I had about 3 left. And that's when disaster struck. I loaded up the game, and nothing happened. There is a game-breaking bug in this where, for no real reason, randomly, your save will become corrupted and the game will freeze upon launching, completely corrupting it entirely. Guess what happened to me? Now, this bug doesn't affect everyone, and if you are one of those folks, good for you. I'm glad it didn't happen to you. I thought to myself, after I experienced this, we played this at launch on Game Pass. Surely the devs are aware of this, and they'll fix it, and then I'll just, log back in, get my last few achievements, and we'll all be good. Well, it's been a year, and the game is coming off Game Pass next week. Guess what hasn't been fixed? The game is broken, and the devs clearly don't care about fixing it. And as such, given how excited I was about this game leading up to its release, and having to go back and start from scratch just to get the last few achievements after nearly a year of no bug fixes, makes this my biggest disappointment of 2022. Alright, everyone. It is time. It is time for the number one game of the year of 2022 that I played all year. I would say drumroll please, but I do not have a drumroll queued up, so I'm just going to click next. Congratulations to AI The Somnium Files. I'm going to be honest with everyone. I cannot adequately explain to you what this game is and what it's about. This is truly a game that needs to be played, to be understood, and to be enjoyed. Made by the same folks responsible for Danganronpa, AI The Somnium Files is a detective thriller crossed with a visual novel crossed with a sci-fi thriller. The game starts you off investigating a murder of a long-since shut-down carnival, and is a pretty standard point-and-click investigation game to begin. But from there, it devolves into a massive spiderweb conspiracy involving multiple endings, so many twists even M. Night Shyamalan can't keep up, and many massive reveals about characters that you learn to know and love throughout the game. You guys. This game has a murder mystery. This game has chasing down serial killers. This game has brain downloading. This game has body swapping. This game has memory alteration. This game has 5 completely different endings, to the point that you will only know the true ending once you've played through everything else. The game is amazing, and guess what? It got a sequel this year! AI, The Somnium Files, The Nirvana Initiative. I can't wait. Now, I understand that the anime look of the game might be a little bit off-putting to some folks, and that's fine. It's personal preference. But please, 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 try this game if you are able to. I could not stop myself from wanting to know what happened next for almost a week straight with this one. A fantastic showing from the devs, and a well-deserved entry for the #1 slot this year. Also, I'd like to point out, this is the only time in the entirety of time that I've been doing the year in review that a single developer has taken 2 slots in the top 10. Danganronpa and AI, The Somnium Files, both made by Spike Chunsoft. Congratulations on the 2-for-1 this year. All right. Thank you all for a wonderful 2022. Now, I am going to include some time so that we can all chat at the end of the stream. I do realize you guys wanted to have some of that at the end of the year last year, so we'll have, a little bit of time to chat. I apologize for the extra amount of time that it took setting this up this year. What with Kingdom and I buying a house together, everything was thrown out of whack there at the end of the year. 2022 was undoubtedly tough, but you know what? We made it through, and it wasn't all bad. 2022 saw a huge spike of growth on this channel, new subscribers, a truckload of new followers, and an addition of new features like sound alerts. The channel is doing well, and I'm sure it comes as no surprise when I say that I don't plan on stopping anytime soon with this channel or streaming in general. Thank you again to both of my wonderful moderators, Kingdom and Jally. Thank you to everyone who is a follower or a subscriber. It is thanks to you guys that you make all of this possible. That's it for the top 10 of this year. Thank you all for tuning in. The plan for next week, we have Dead Mondays returning. Right? Kill the choir? I'm pretty sure he's done collecting COVID variants in the basement. And we will be returning to more of the Danganronpa V3 on Tuesday and Wednesday. If you have not already, please be sure to follow me here on this channel. We do have a theme coming up this year. It will be the Year of Yakuza as we play through the entire series. Thank you, everyone. And that concludes the top 10 of 2022. All right. I don't really have a transition to this part, so let me scroll back up through the chat so I can see what you guys were talking about. I do apologize. Normally, I don't want to, get thrown off my flow by interrupting every couple of seconds. For everyone commenting on my hair is already this long, guys. I usually just have it up, like this, where you can't see it. I decided, I had to look up the last year's recording, and I noticed that I had my hair down during last year's recording as well. It was about right here, so I figured I'd have it down during this year's recording for comparison. I see all of you talking about Ride to Hell Retribution, lots of Ori. Let's see here. Yep, the Achievement Race of 2023, Achievement Race of 2022. One Piece Pirate Warriors Kill the Choir. That was the game we played during the 14-hour Dead Rising stream. Let's see here. What about the newest One Piece game? If you're talking about One Piece Odyssey, I will definitely be playing that on stream. I'm very excited for that one. Hello, Buddy Van Winkle. Welcome, welcome. First time chat. Big Chill, thank you. Big Chili Dog, thank you for the subscribe. Hang on, let me go ahead and move over here. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Thank you, Big Chill, for the sub. Let me go ahead and play this as well. Oh, that's cute. Oh, great. Everything is broken as usual, everyone. Oh, boy. Give me 1 second. I can fix this. I can fix this. All right, here we go. There we go. Thank you, Jolly, for the resub. And thank you, Big Chill, for the resub. Thank you, H-Robs, for the follow. Look at that. Look at all these alerts. There we go. Tax evasion is no joke. I agree. Can't forget the 3-quill Turnip Boy. Turnip Boy makes an SBR without a Form 1. All right. Let me see here. I'm sorry. I'm catching up on the chat here. I'm also surprised there wasn't any Ni no Kuni in the top 10. I apologize. It didn't hit me the way that some others did. Let's see here. Where is the Wall of Games? Buddy Van Winkle, the Wall of Games will be making a return as soon as I can afford to build some shelves. Applauds. Woo, I know that guy. He streams on Twitch. No mention of the best event of 2022. Well, I mean, you already mentioned it, Shakaso. That would be the achievement race that we did back in February. That actually, as a matter of fact, is you know, going to be coming back up for anyone who is interested. Shakaso challenged me to a rematch where the two of us compete to unlock more gamer score than one another in an entire month, and starting February 1st, we're going to be going at it again. Have no doubt that will get plenty of updates on the Discord. Thank you, Ninja Monkey. Thank you, H-Robs. If you had some stubble and a blue cape, you'd make a fairly convincing Lord Denethor, last steward of Gondor. I apologize, I don't know the exact character. Are those Twitch stats rounded up? Embry, those Twitch stats, those Twitch stats are going to be, or what was it? Those are the ones that got given to me by Twitch in the year-end roundup email that they send out. So we had 147 broadcasts. You guys watched over 2,000 hours of my content. Thank you so much. We had 14 new subscribers this year, 38 new followers for, now 114 in total. You guys have earned almost 1 million channel points, and you've sent 25,000 chat messages. It's quite, quite the accomplishment. Let's see here. I don't mean to get all sentimental and all that, but I just want to say thanks for all the streams you've done this year. I originally joined during your Dead Rising 2 playthrough. When you finished it, I just figured, well, I probably won't watch him as much anymore. But boy, I was wrong. You've been such a fun streamer with all your chat interactions, games, and laughs. Thank you so much, Ninja Monkey. Thank you. That means a lot to me. It really does. I started streaming because I thought it would be something fun to do, just casually. Something fun to do where if my friends wanted to, they could jump in and watch me for a little bit, listen to me in the background, that sort of thing. I did my research before I started streaming, and I saw that, the site average for viewership is 2 or 3 people max, for something like 98% of channels, 99% of channels. To grow beyond what is considered the average, to have people show me that they actually enjoy listening to me playing games, watching me playing games, seeing all the dumb, ridiculous stuff that I do on this channel, like Embry said, with Lawnmower Simulator. where I think I still have it. Right? Is this it? Oh, it's not working. Okay, well, you know what? I had set up a filter where I had like a PNG of a lawnmower as we were lawn mowing, and I was wearing like a sleeveless thing and whatnot. It was a lot of fun, and you guys are the ones that make me love doing it, and seeing all the crazy stuff that I can accomplish. We do have more planned. Myself, Kill the Choir, and Moto in Motion are planning on eventually putting together a WWE 2K stream, which I hope you guys, like, even if you don't watch wrestling, I would tune in for that. It's it's gonna be wild. But honestly, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me when everyone, comes in here and says, I love watching you. I like when you're playing this game or that game. Like, it means more than you know. 2023 will be the year I accomplish the lettuce reward. You're gonna have to beat Kill the Choir on that. Kill the Choir is still trying very hard to get me to eat an entire head of lettuce on stream. Let's see here. Reiterating some questions. Why was your rating for Astroneer an NA out of 5? Astroneer is the only game on the list this year that I have not finished. I don't rate games until I have 100%ed the achievement list, and because I haven't completed the achievement list for Astroneer, I did not give it a rating. I don't think it's fair to give games ratings until I've seen everything they have to offer, and usually the list covers most of that. I don't have much to say, but it was fun since the day Will brought me here. I thought I would just watch once and never again until you said the words Lawnmower Simulator. Well, I'm glad you're here, Embry. I would say you were probably one of the first few people to watch me regularly that was, someone outside my circle of friends that I know in real life. And so your support that you've been here, you are here every stream. You're usually the first. Whenever you claim the first reward, you're usually faster than both Polysemic and Kingdom, and both of them, I'll hear them from another room. How did he get first again? I don't understand. How does he do this? It's endlessly entertaining. Let me see here. I bought you all your gear to stream because I thought you would love doing it. Also, I need to support what my mom calls a voice for radio. Much appreciated, Kingdom. I'm obviously still using the stuff you bought me, for streaming. When can we expect Rasselfest? I'm going to be putting in an effort to get it done. I'm hoping to have it done and streamed by the time 2K23 comes out. Big chill. Shout out to me helping for the completion of Tiny Tina. Yes, thank you, Embry. Your help in the games that you've jumped in on has been very valuable. What if you want to eat $30 worth of lettuce if I win again? Or what if I want you to eat $30? No. A head of lettuce costs like $2. I am not eating like 15 heads of lettuce just because you got more gamer score. I want to point out, I got sick the day after I ate that bag of lettuce, okay? It was not fun. So me eating a head of lettuce, I'm probably going to be sick the day after. It's because he's a wizard. How about a pickled scorpion pepper? Maybe someday. I don't want to be in pain. One time I got first, and it was the best moment of my life. Side note, the day I looked on the Discord and saw the Danganronpa V3 GIF with the stream announcement felt like a mini Christmas gift. Well, I'm glad that I was able to give you that moment of excitement. I'm hoping the rest of the Danganronpa games come to Xbox. They are fun, even with like Danganronpa 2, which is kind of I look forward to trying the others if they do ever end up coming. One thing that was included with the categories and the statistics that was sent to me by Twitch Danganronpa 2, what is it? Goodbye Despair. For the entirety of the time that I was streaming that game, apparently I was in the top 15% of people to stream that game this year. Which, I mean, considering anyone can stream that game, that's a pretty big, thing. That's a pretty big accomplishment. So, I'm glad you guys liked it that much. I have more than one. I'll eat one if you do. Oh dear. You know what, Big Chili Dog? If we end up doing the train simulator stream that we had talked about, that we have planned, maybe at the end of the stream we both eat one, and then we can both suffer and send off the train sim stream. Let's see who gets more Gamerscore next month and who gets more JRPGs done this year. I'm going to be honest, Shaka. So I will probably play JRPGs this year. I'm not going to make it my number one target for this year. Zombie Hunter will eat one with me. Oh no. Oh no. All right. Oh, that was a ghost pepper? Is a scorpion pepper hotter than a ghost pepper? Oh dear. Even though already at 2 JRPGs for the year, even though the second one was more of a horror game. Me and the boys getting drunk and building a Trojan horse on the beach. I do remember that. I remember that. Oh my goodness. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I think we're going to end stream there. I'm so happy that you all tuned in for the year in review stream. This is probably the stream that is the hardest to put together for me every year, just because I have to, obviously play the games, and then I have to come up with a list of why I like them and how much do I like them versus all the others that make the list. It's not an easy thing. Sometimes games do get bumped off the top 10, and if I've already written their entry, then it's gone. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll be back again next week. Yes, thank you all again for a wonderful 2022, and here's to a great 2023. We'll be back again next week on Monday with Dead Mondays. Kill the Choir is feeling healthy again. He'll be back with me as we jump back into Dead Rising 3, and more Danganronpa V3 on Tuesday, Wednesday. So thank you all again for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful evening and a great rest of the weekend. Have a good one.